That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful.
Intercepted in the first drive. That's the pick. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Fine play action. Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a straight right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. It'll be third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He fires a bullet to the right.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone. They can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Right back to the left. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And that one's incomplete.
I I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They think there's room to run to the right here. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides back and leaves it on the option.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard.
Turning it on! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Running to Green. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Okay, ready? Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. On second down, expecting pass. They can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Poor starting field position here for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season. What a momentum-changing play for his team.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and then trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
Got it looking for a first. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He splits the uprights. They're now up 9-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Give to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. his feet. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot.
Headed to the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David, got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the RPO, completing. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and keep the drive alive.
Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but he was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
While they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too. Right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will give them the lead. just putting on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That's a big pickup of 15.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's straight downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Horned Frogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 and the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, sweet feet. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
They're trying to pass their way there. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he knows it's his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What a number. Good job blocking in the front.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Motion from the back. Trying to get the corner. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And the old school toss play, huh? That will just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space to it wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test.
seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside get. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Grabbed over the middle. It's hard. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat. And touchdown, Aggie! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. He unleashes a long one. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Going right to work up top. The throw to the outside is complete.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. On fourth down, going to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Inside the 15. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Oh, man, and for the defense, you're just like, dang it, if that would have just stayed in bound for a second longer, we could have got the ball, maybe made some momentum, something happened, but the offense definitely dodged a bullet on that one.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ruggs. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. The quick out. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They just keep firing. There's a hit. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's coming.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes an